Imagine this. Two men stand in front of you. One is physically strong, has all the looks and exudes confidence. But when he opens his mouth, nothing profound comes out. His ideas are as shallow as a kiddie pool. The other guy? Not as conventionally attractive, not as outwardly assertive, but when he speaks, he captivates. His insights grab your attention, his wisdom keeps you intrigued, and his intelligence sparks something deep inside you. Now, ask yourself, who's more powerful? It's not just muscles, swagger, or even charm that hold power. It's knowledge, that mysterious, alluring quality that makes a man irresistible. Not convinced yet? Let's dive into why knowledge is the one thing that has women leaning in, paying attention, and seeing men in a whole new light. Number 1. Confidence rooted in intelligence, not just empty words. Confidence, we all know, is attractive, but let's be honest, confidence without substance is just arrogance in disguise. Men who are well-read, curious, and knowledgeable radiate a different kind of confidence. It's not about bluffing their way through a conversation. It's about knowing they can handle themselves in any discussion, debate, or decision-making moment. That's what women love. A man who knows what he's talking about. Not the guy who stumbles over his words trying to sound impressive, but the one who can back up his thoughts with facts, experiences, and insights. And when a man has knowledge, it amplifies his presence. He doesn't need to prove himself. His intellect speaks for him. And let's face it, intelligence is disarming. A man who's sharp can walk into any situation, adapt quickly, and respond with insight. It's not just about answering questions. It's about asking the right ones. Women respect that, and trust me, they notice the difference between surface-level confidence and one backed by true intellectual depth. Number 2. Mystery and depth. Craving more than surface level. Sure, the guy with the perfect smile and chiseled jawline may catch the eye, but what keeps someone hooked? Depth. And where does depth come from? Knowledge. A man who is well-informed, who's constantly learning, and who's not afraid to dive deep into intellectual topics brings mystery to the table. Women love men who aren't just talking about the latest trend or the shallow gossip. They crave someone who can discuss philosophy, history, science, or even the arts. Someone who can teach them something new. That's how you move from being a fleeting attraction to someone unforgettable. Because when a man is knowledgeable, every conversation feels like opening a new chapter of a book you just can't put down. It's the kind of depth that sparks curiosity, when you feel like you've barely scratched the surface of who someone is, and every conversation just draws you in deeper. A man with knowledge can keep a woman intellectually captivated, constantly revealing new layers of thought, passion, and understanding. Number 3. A sense of purpose, the intellectual drive. You've heard it before. Women love a man with a purpose. But what does that even mean? It's not about having a life plan set in stone. It's about the constant pursuit of growth, learning, and betterment. A man who seeks knowledge shows that he's not satisfied with just coasting through life. He's determined to understand more, to evolve, and to better himself every day. This sense of drive and purpose is intoxicating. It signals ambition, resilience, and a refusal to settle for mediocrity. And when a man is on that intellectual journey, it's clear that he's going places. Women admire that. They want a man who's not stuck in the same old routine, but who's constantly challenging himself, both mentally and emotionally. Purpose-driven men set themselves apart because they're always striving towards something bigger than themselves. This pursuit is magnetic, pulling others, especially women, into their orbit. A man with a sense of intellectual purpose shows that he's a forward thinker, planning for a future that's just as rich with ideas as it is with accomplishments. Number 4. Empathy and emotional intelligence, the knowledge that really counts. Think knowledge is all about book smarts. Think again. The kind of knowledge that women truly appreciate isn't just found in textbooks. It's emotional intelligence, the ability to understand, empathize, and connect on a deeper level. Men who have honed this skill through knowledge of human behavior, psychology, and interpersonal dynamics are the ones who stand out. Women love a man who can read the room, who can sense when something's wrong without having to be told. A man who understands not just facts, but feelings. And emotional intelligence doesn't just come naturally to most, it's learned. It's about gathering insights from life, relationships, and experiences. That's the kind of knowledge that shows maturity, wisdom, and an ability to form meaningful connections. It's about knowing when to listen and when to speak, when to be vulnerable, and when to offer support. This is the kind of knowledge that turns a man from just interesting to emotionally captivating. When a man can navigate emotions and conversations with grace, it builds trust and intimacy on a whole new level. Number 5. Conversation is foreplay, the power of intellectual stimulation. You've heard the phrase, conversation is foreplay, right? Well, it's absolutely true. Men who can engage in stimulating conversations create an intellectual intimacy that's just as important as physical attraction. And guess what? Knowledge is the foundation of great conversation. It allows men to discuss a wide range of topics with ease, making them captivating and engaging. Women love a man who can keep the conversation going, who can dive into different subjects with enthusiasm and curiosity. It's not about showing off how much you know, it's about creating a space where ideas, thoughts, and emotions flow freely. That's where real connection happens. And let's be honest, a great conversation has the power to leave a lasting impression. When you can discuss anything from the meaning of life to the latest scientific discovery, it stirs something deeper than mere attraction. It awakens admiration, respect, and the desire for more. It's the intellectual back and forth, the verbal sparring that builds a mental connection, one that's incredibly alluring. Number 6. Curiosity, the key to a life well lived. Curiosity may have killed the cat, but it's what brings relationships to life. A man who's curious about the world, who's always asking questions, exploring new ideas, and seeking out new knowledge is undeniably attractive. Why? Because curiosity shows that a man is open-minded, adventurous, and willing to step outside his comfort zone. Women love a man who doesn't just settle for the status quo, but who's always looking to grow, learn, and expand his horizons. This kind of mindset makes life with him exciting, unpredictable, and full of possibilities. He's the guy who suggests trying a new restaurant because he read about its unique cuisine, or who plans a spontaneous trip because he's been learning about the culture of a faraway country. That's the power of knowledge. It fuels curiosity, which in turn fuels an exciting and dynamic life. But it's more than just a sense of adventure. It's the willingness to dig deeper into conversations, relationships, and even challenges. A curious man never stops growing, and that makes him the kind of person you want by your side. Number 7. Knowledge equals power, literally. Let's not beat around the bush. Knowledge is power. It's what allows a man to navigate life with confidence, poise, and strategy. A knowledgeable man is capable of making better decisions, both in his personal and professional life. And women? They notice. They notice how a man who's informed handles challenges, solves problems, and plans for the future. Women love a man who knows how to take charge, not through brute force, but through the power of his mind. A man who can use his knowledge to navigate tough situations, whether it's in a career, a relationship, or even a personal crisis, is the epitome of strength. Intelligence is the ultimate form of power, and when it's wielded correctly, it's incredibly attractive. It's the kind of power that isn't about control, it's about influence. Knowledgeable men don't need to shout to be heard. Their quiet confidence, backed by intelligence, commands attention, and that's an irresistible quality. Number 8. The art of teaching. Sharing knowledge is sexy. There's something incredibly appealing about a man who not only possesses knowledge, but is also willing to share it. Teaching isn't just for the classroom. In relationships, it's a way to bond, grow, and learn from each other. When a man shares his knowledge, whether it's about a hobby, a skill, or even just a random fun fact, it shows generosity and a desire to connect on a deeper level. Women love men who can teach them something new. It adds an element of excitement and discovery to the relationship. And no, it's not about being a know-it-all. It's about sharing your passions and interests in a way that's engaging and fun. That's the kind of knowledge that makes a man stand out. And let's not forget, teaching isn't just about what you say, but how you say it. When a man can explain something in a way that's captivating, engaging, and even playful, it makes the learning experience fun and memorable. It's the balance of being knowledgeable without being overbearing, of teaching with excitement instead of arrogance. Number 9. A challenge to keep up. The appeal of mental stimulation. Let's get one thing straight. Women love a challenge. And a man who's knowledgeable presents a mental challenge. He's someone who pushes them to think deeper, question more, and explore new ideas. This kind of intellectual stimulation is a powerful force in attraction. Women want a man who can keep up with their thoughts, challenge their perspectives, and engage in meaningful debates. That's how you build respect, admiration, and intrigue. A man who is well-read, well-spoken, and well-versed in a variety of topics keeps the relationship dynamic and ever-evolving. But this isn't about superiority, far from it. It's about creating an environment where two people can grow together, challenging each other's minds and discovering new perspectives. The thrill of mental sparring, of having someone who can meet you intellectually, can be one of the most exciting aspects of a relationship. Number 10. Confidence in their beliefs, unshaken by outside influence. Lastly, a knowledgeable man has confidence in his beliefs. He doesn't waver with every new trend, opinion, or piece of information. Instead, he evaluates the facts, forms his own conclusions, and stands by them. Women find this kind of intellectual integrity incredibly appealing. It's about knowing who you are and what you stand for. It's not about being inflexible, but about having the confidence to believe in your convictions while still being open to new ideas. A man who is knowledgeable in his beliefs doesn't need to prove himself to anyone. His quiet confidence speaks for itself. Women are drawn to this kind of stability, someone who is secure in their knowledge and can navigate life with a clear sense of purpose and direction. And when a man stands by his beliefs, it shows strength, character, and a deep sense of authenticity, qualities that are hard to resist. Conclusion: the unmatched power of knowledge. At the end of the day, knowledge is the ultimate game changer. It's not just about being smart, it's about using that intelligence to live a life of purpose, curiosity, and connection. Women aren't just attracted to the surface-level traits. They're drawn to men who can captivate them with their mind, inspire them with their drive, and challenge them with their wisdom. So if you're looking for the secret to what women truly love in a man, remember this: knowledge is power.